Michael, I have something I want to confess to you.
What?
All right, so...
I love you too.
All right, I love you also, but...
As a friend.
Yeah, I know, as a friend, but the other day, I was walking through my neighborhood, all right?
Okay.
I saw the craziest shit. I saw
Harrison Ford.
a dog.
You saw a dog.
Yeah, dogs exist.
Okay.
They're not the stuff of myth or legend anymore, man.
This is a really long intro.
Dogs are fucking real. When you see a dog, your life changes forever.
I'm not sure where you're going with this, but you're having a really good time doing it, and I respect that.
I've been planning that since this morning.
Wait, what is that from?
I just made it up, man.
Yeah.
I just because the trailer, I was like, why is the dog CG? We have dogs. It'd probably be easier to have a trained dog than CG dogs. I don't know.
That being said, some of the stuff they the dog do in this movie is like, okay, I kind of get why they went with the CG.
Yeah, they kind of were. They wanted the dog to emote more.
Yeah, like, okay,
which is
like,
kind of like what I feel like they were going for a lot in this movie.
by the way, right off the bat, just want to get this out of the way, you get used to the dog.
You do,
get used to the dog. It looks better in the movie than it does in the trailer.
Yeah,
you get used to it, the dog's fine.
Yeah, I know, I know.
Like, I won't get there right off the bat, because like, I was right up there, and it was like, oh my god, the trailer looks awful, the dog looks horrible. It's like, it does not look that bad in the actual movie.
It grows on you. It did grow on me.
So like,
I just wanted to get dick around that point and get it out.
No worries. No, that wasn't like aimed at you. That was aimed at everyone else I know is gonna go. Like with the dog is CGI,
dog
it's
is
like
so fake.
The dog is so fake. It's like, yeah, it is. Yes. But you know what? It grows on you. It works. Like I didn't like after a while. I was like, okay. Yeah. I didn't forget it was CGI. I was like, all right, I'll go along with it.
Yeah,
like I'm enjoying the movie enough that I'll like let it slide.
Albeit there were some scenes.
Oh, it's not perfect.
Where I'm like, I know. It's like where Harrison Ford is like cuddling with the dog, and it's like he's just snuggling with a guy in a green suit.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that too. Because it's just a guy wearing like one of those fucking suits, just kind of walking around like a dog, and it's like it's kind of hard not to think about that sometimes.
It's like that GIF where Bella is petting a guy's head, and they had to CG the wolf in later. It's like that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Oh god.
Yep.
Oh, sorry. Fuck. Okay. So, Call of the Wild. I didn't hate it.
It was actually a little more fun than I thought it would be.
Yeah, I actually liked it. Yeah. You know, I was like, all right. Remember, like, you surprised me, movie. I'll take it. So, like, you weren't as terrible as I thought it was. So, I liked it better than Sonic the Hedgehog. Which a lot of people think is great. And it's like, okay, I like Sonic, guys, but calm down. But yeah, so what did you think about this movie?
I had a lot of fun with it. And not just in the making jokes while we're in the theater kind of way. There were some
welcome
parts
back, by the way.
Thank you very much. I was wondering if we were just going to, like, pretend like I've been here the whole time, or if I was going to get a welcome back. Like, if you were just CGing me in the back of some reviews.
Oh, you weren't, I mean, I wasn't then, but I mean, I might now.
Oh, man, that'd be a trip. Just, like, have
on an adventure?
My floating head in the background.
You and I?
You want to go on an adventure? What if we went off the map?
It's like really just Harrison Ford's attempt to get away from the Star Wars people.
Yeah, pretty much. I liked him as Jim Thornton, though. I think
he did good. Like I can tell he cared about I can tell he cared about what he was doing enough to actually like put in effort.
Oh, absolutely.
Which is more than you can say for a lot of Harrison Ford's recent movies, where like I just want a goddamn check.
Give me my Star Wars money and kill me, damn it. You don't have the balls.
It's blood money. That's what. That's what Star Wars is to Harrison Ford at this point. It's fucking blood money.
I like to think the first time he read the script for fucking Force Awakens, he's just like, it's that part. I'm not sure, but I don't have the strength to do it. He stabs something. Yes!
I know. Or like just in the writing room was like, I die in this one, all right? And he goes like, well, we were wondering like, why the fuck not?
Harrison Ford walks into the writer's room. He's like, all right, here we go. Time for Solo to die. And then the writers are just like,
for like 20 years.
And then the writers are just like,
Do we have to? Yes.
That is great. And the pender's like,
damn it.
fuck.
Yeah. Anyway. So yeah, Call of the Wild. All the animals is CG. There are times where it's distracting. For the most part, you just kind of learn to go along with it.
Yeah,
though.
after a while. I feel like the CG particularly becomes a lot less distracting. Like once he gets to the Yukon.
Yeah,
which is pretty early in the movie. So you know, it's I'm pretty thankful for that.
I mean, did you ever read the original book?
I did. It was years ago, though.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever read it. Like,
there were parts where I was trying to think, like, okay, I was trying to remember, like, certain scenes from the book, and I was all like, that was either this book or it was White Fang, and I don't remember.
Like,
I remember the rich guy getting the sled dogs, and I have no idea what to do with him. I remember that was this book. I remembered that scene.
Was the sled guy, like, the rich guy, the main villain in the book too? Or?
No, he's not a main villain. He's just more of an asshole who's there for a while and he doesn't come back.
Okay, so that was something that was an.
They just wanted to have a dramatic death for Harrison Ford.
Spoiler, by the way.
Literally, yeah. Jim Thornton dies. But yeah, he's just an asshole who shows up for a while, and I don't remember how the book actually ended. I remember that Buck returns to the wild.
I mean, like,
he's with his ancestors once again.
I mean, like, that movie's like pretty straightforward in terms like the metaphors are at least overtly obvious. There's nothing really like subtle about it.
A lot of Balto jokes.
Yeah, we're making a lot of Balto jokes. It's just like
this black wolf.
I mean, like as far as the movie goes about like a dog and a man who realize that they're not like they're being like pushed down, not necessarily pushed down by society, but like are being inhibited by a world they don't belong to, so they want to go out into the world, and then the more they do, the more they realize that they prosper better in the wild, away from society, from the way society works, and because we live in a society. How to make that one joke. Meanwhile, like while Harrison Ford is having his come to Jesus about his lost son, and all that, Buck
gets that closure and realizes, this place wasn't meant to be touched by man.
Yeah, and Buck realizes he's like he has more in common with this.
He's right, but
but then Buck realizes as a symbolism, wolf follows him around, tells him to go more into his animalistic instincts, and it's basically all about just breaking away from society and realize that it's not really all it's cracked up to be, and like as you said, life is better untamed by man, which makes like man,
which was a theme in a lot of Jack London books.
Yeah, as in like so like if that's kind of your thing, you're gonna like the movie fine. Like I'm not a big advocate for that message necessarily.
Yeah.
But I was sort of like, at least some movie my dad would like. Kind of like one of those. Like I could see this being something my dad would take me to when I was younger to like try to bond over. Yeah. So like it serves its purpose. It's got grumpy ass Harrison Ford being grumpy ass Harrison Ford, and the dog is well acted. Like the facial animations, like, you get invested in the dog, you get invested in the other dogs.
Yeah, we were.
I mean, we're making all kinds of jokes. Really,
but I mean, like, I feel like it's better that we are making jokes than if like it's better than the movie just being fucking boring and us just tuning out. But
at least
we were
it's
actually
something to talk about,
interested enough in the movie that we were able to make jokes about it.
Yeah, I think
I think is a plus.
No, I agree. I think really like the part where we both like, oh fucking really, was whenever the movie tried to have like a villain.
Yeah,
where it just went so overtly cartoony.
Spits at having enough.
And just over the top, and it's like Jesus Christ, because everything else it's pretty tame otherwise, no pun intended. Like, the characters feel well rounded.
That was pun intended. You know what you said. Intend your puns like a man.
No, I still have to call the wild. I would be that way.
We heard the call. The Call of the Wild.
Oh my God, that's the name of the movie.
Well, I must become Superman 4, The Quest for Peace.
I haven't rolled that. It's surprisingly warm out tonight.
Yeah, it's weirding me out too.
No, anyway. Because, it takes a good chunk of the movie for, Buck and Harrison Ford actually, get together.
I mean, it was the same way in the book. Like,
is it?
Buck was being bounced around between a bunch of different, I remember him getting kidnapped. I remember him getting sold to the male guy, the sled guys. And I remember him getting bought by the snooty douchebag in Plaid, who was the Beast in the remake. Or?
Yeah, he was the Beast in the remake. I didn't believe it either.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it either.
I know they had him in like all that padding and shit during filming, but like
same fucking guy.
It was just kind of weirdly like. Yeah, and he's just always playing assholes. He just has a type, doesn't he?
I mean, I guess he's also an asshole in Legion, although he's technically the protagonist. Have you ever seen Legion?
No, I haven't. Is that the one with the angels?
No. This was an X-Men TV show.
Okay. I think my parents have seen that. I haven't.
It's kind of a weird oddity in the the Fox X-Men franchise in which they got like. This is like of all the movies and TV shows they let just do whatever they want. They gave it to Legion that they didn't say no to a fucking thing. And it is
now I'm watching this fucking show.
It is batshit crazy, and I love it.
I'm sold.
There's a whole part where and without giving anything away,
all right.
There's somewhere like the main villain in the first season has this whole like horrifying like nightmare sequence tormenting the characters, but it's also told like a silent film at the same time.
Huh.
Yeah. And it kind of works.
That's like some old school like Buffy, Joss Whedon stuff going on there.
Kinda,
like,
yeah. And it's honestly one of the best Aubrey Plaza performances of her career. Again, they didn't say no to a fucking thing. There's a part where a mouse sits on a desk and just starts singing for no reason.
Like singing?
Singing. Like, hello my baby, hello my darling, kind of a thing.
Somewhere up there, living in the Pamela.
Who sings that?
I know what this joke is.
How many times?
I'm gonna say like Fievel from American Tail, and you're gonna say, "Let's keep it like that."
Yeah, I am.
I'm catching on.
We've known each other for what, 5 years?
I think I got that Facebook thing, friendiversary thing, 5 years, but I don't know if that's
like 5 or 6 years we've been friends.
Yeah.
And for the first 3 of those years, I'd play that joke and you would fall for it every single fucking time.
I have a musical soul, Michael. I cannot be contained. I have the call of the wild. The sound of music calls to me.
You wouldn't last 5 days. You and your fucking musical theater troupe.
I was a first-class Boy Scout.
Okay, so maybe
that's like
6.
2 ranks, 3 ranks below Eagle, but
Evil. Boy, we all know Boy Scout is 2 ranks below evil, you guys. Like it's not quite there, but it's close. I mean, didn't they just go bankrupt?
I think they did. Yeah, I just read that. Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe they'll find their home in hell now, along with all the Cub Scout masters.
Oh Jesus Christ.
I mean, we all know they're 2 steps below priests. All right.
This review for a dog movie got really dark.
You're the one that said Boy Scouts are evil.
I didn't even. That was a slip of the tongue.
I know. Hey, you know what you said.
Oh my God.
See, didn't you miss this?
I've missed this tremendously.
So, Call of the Wild.
Call of the Wild.
I'm like, there's a surprising a lot to get invested in the movie. Like, I was kind of surprised. Like, okay, you know what? I like these characters. I can get on board with this. Like, I got really invested with Dog Slaying Frenchman and his kind of bitchy wife.
Were they what? I thought they were co-workers. I don't know if they were married or not.
I thought they were married, but I could be wrong.
I mean, I got the co-worker vibe, but I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm stupid.
I got the more like our husband sold our home so we can do this dumb shit kind of vibe from it.
Last time I marry a Frenchman.
Great, now we're offending the French people too. Way to go, Matt. First the Boy Scouts, then the French. What other lowbrows can we go after next? Let's talk about Catholics. Or the Irish.
Those sneaky Catholics.
I shouldn't make that joke. My girlfriend's Catholic.
I was raised Catholic too.
Okay. I mean, self-deprecating Catholic.
Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. Just gotta make fun of homeschool kids. We didn't know.
My girlfriend was homeschooled for a while.
I was homeschooled.
Oh, okay.
So I can make fun of homeschool people.
Oh, okay.
We have no social skills whatsoever. I still don't. I don't know how I got here. I pretty much made a YouTube channel just so I can have friends.
Step 1, create YouTube channel. Step 2,
convince people to be on YouTube
assemble
channel.
the team.
8 years later. Hey, it fucking worked.
Step 1, create YouTube channel. Step 2, acquire people to be on YouTube channel. Step 3, Step 4, have friends.
Step 4, a lot of mumbling and a lot of weirdly offset drama later.
Jesus.
It's going back to college times now. Fuck, I don't want to think about that. I'm not getting that call. The call of nostalgia. I don't know. Isn't Call of the Wild kind of a call of nostalgia, really?
It's like, I mean, in a cosmic sense, yes.
Like a harken back to a simpler time.
A simpler time where the only concerns were
a man in the wild.
Eating food and sleeping and having sex and, like, staring down grizzly bears. And
But enough about college. What about the Call of the Wild?
I mean, they got different kinds of bears in college.
Yeah, well, that's I'm not touching that with the 10-foot pole. I am not qualified to discuss that.
Oh man.
Anyway,
Well, it doesn't matter how long your pole is, Michael. It's okay.
we are way too white to be making those jokes.
Yeah, it's. I'm passively bare though. Nah, never mind. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stop.
Yeah, I would stop there. That is legitimately not something I know enough to be comfortable
I'm just
with.
like, maybe not. All right,
yeah,
I'm gonna take that one back before.
That's all right.
I felt bad as I was saying.
No harm, no foul. All right.
right.
We apologize to anyone I've actually offended.
Yeah, Josh, if you're watching, you know.
Oh man,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was married.
Oh, he's bi.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. Oh, good for him.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We learn all kinds of things about each other on this show.
Apparently, this is turning into like a weird soul searching. Oh my God, we're on a call.
The Call of the Wild.
We're on a call of the wild, man. Do you want to go on an adventure? You and me?
We're going past the maps now.
And you're a dog, so I think you understand maps. That was
More
weird.
than one scene in this movie is
where somebody shows a
people
dog a map.
explaining maps to dogs.
And the dog's like, yes, I understand this.
They're like taking notes and shit like,
Oh yeah, we were talking about the villains. I remember we were talking about that.
Yeah,
We were talking about the
some
villains
point.
in the movie. And we just got massively sidetracked.
There are
two villains in this movie. The first one happens when after and this is giving it away, it's in the trailer. We've already spoiled the end of the movie anyway.
Yeah.
Where like after Buck gets kidnapped and he gets sold to a mailman, basically, a Californian mailman.
Yep.
And at this point, there's a
he's French.
well, he's a French California mailman.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because they're in California, I assume.
No, it's the Yukon.
Oh, you kind of.
Dude, that's like way up in Alaska.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood that because I said like
It was all
California feet at one point. I got confused.
I think California fever was something else. I don't fucking know.
It's California feet, not fever.
Oh yeah, okay, that makes sense. No, the dog is from California, probably.
That would make sense.
The guy is like from the Canadian Alaskan Yukon.
That would make sense. Yeah. Okay, I follow.
Okay.
And then but there's this like. But Buck is like he's been spoiled all his life. It's the first time in the snow in the wild, and he's like, "Oh my God, look at all this snowy, wintery stuff."
There's so much whimsy up in here.
Well, and then there's this alpha dog who that's where most of the Balto jokes went because he looked like fucking Steel.
He looks like
Balto.
Steel from Balto. They called him Spitz.
Yeah, I got him Spitz, and it's just this alpha dog. And as time goes on, and Buck becomes more competent, he gets resents Buck, and it's like, he's taking my place. I can't have this. So and I would love it to have like that weirdly kind of erotic voice that Steel had in Balto.
That was Jim Cummings, I want to say.
That would make perfect sense.
Jim Cummings.
Cold. I can't do Steel. That's my best impression.
That was all right. I don't remember how he sounds, but
look it up later. It's kind of amazing.
Jim Cummings, yeah.
Yeah. Man, that most unfortunate last name. You had to either go into acting or
Jim Cummings.
With a name like Jim Cummings, you had to either go into acting or something we just don't want to talk about.
You either go into acting or acting.
It's like a stage name that was given at birth. No, welcome to the stage.
This boy's gonna do some good ass. Never mind. I'm just gonna stop.
Everyone, welcome to save lots of coming.
Alternate universe where Jim Cummings gets into porn.
Bam, bam. Anyway.
Oh, God.
What is this review? Anyway.
There's a villain named
There's a
Spitz.
villain named Spitz.
He is a dog.
He is
a husky.
He's a husky. And it gets to the point where, like, I guess Buck is kind of like Spitz is like mean to the other pack and he doesn't let them have their food or water, and Buck does.
Is kind and generous.
And then later on the day, it ends this climactic showdown where Buck is lured out into the middle of the...
I'd hardly call it a lure, because he was just chasing a rabbit.
Oh, yeah, that's right, chasing the rabbit, and then like all the other dogs watch out, and then Spitz comes out and kills the rabbit, and then has like the most cliche, like, dun, dun, dun.
It's time for the final showdown.
It's
like about 40 minutes into the movie.
Yeah, 40 minutes in the movie. So they have a little tussle, and then Buck gets knocked down, and then he starts going after the other dogs, and this is why you and I were joking around.
Yeah.
Like, get up, Rock. Get up.
The wild calls you, Rocky.
The wild calls, and like right after you said that, like the metaphor, like the symbolism wolf.
The wolf.
That like supposed to symbolize like Buck's desire to embrace his like ancestral instincts kicks in, and he goes like, get up, Rock. Get up, Buck. You gotta get back in the fight.
I didn't hear no bell.
And then the dog kind of slowly gets up and hear like the dun 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 dun.
We also had the Star Wars thing going on, because like it was on a hill and Bug was above it. It's over, Anakin! I have the high ground!
Because like Buck is on a hill and
it's over, Spitz!
Spitz is like down below, so you're just joking around. It's over, Spitz! I have the high ground!
You underestimate my power!
It was convenient because it was cutting back and forth just as we were doing these lines too.
And just like,
don't try it. And then like the dog jumps, and then like Buck does like this big like sumo slam on the
wrestling
ground.
move, shit, and just
and even does like a slow pan to the Spitz's face, and he goes ruh-roh raggy. And he gets slammed onto the ground, and that's when I made the Galadriel joke where where just like after that one move, Spitz gets up, was like, I have passed the test. I will diminish and go into the west. And the dog just wanders off, and we never see him again.
See, here's my headcanon for that, is that he wanders off and he finds his way to Nome, Alaska, where he becomes the bad guy in Balto.
I made that idea. Don't steal my joke. That was mine.
I mean, I'm just saying, I accept this headcanon.
Yeah, no.
Where Spitz becomes Steel.
Spitz becomes Steel and fights another wolf dog. Like, God fucking damn it.
And he still gets his ass kicked again.
Yeah.
He just...
Except, doesn't he die in the first one?
I don't know. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't.
No, he doesn't die. He just kind of like, the dogs are just kind of all like, oh, fuck you, Steel. You're a fucking liar, you piece of shit.
Rated PG.
Yeah. Yep, that's the line from the movie.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Steel, you fucking asshole.
So that happened.
Eat shit, Steel.
And then it was like, and this goes category of movies that did not need a villain, is given unnecessary villains.
And it gave two villains.
And then later on, when the guy's like male team gets disbanded because of the Telegraph, I guess.
Yeah, the Telegram. Yeah.
The Telegraph, and then he gets sold to
just some douche in plaid.
There's this douche in plaid who's just like, the minute he walks on stage, he's like, are you fucking kidding me? Because he's got like this plaid thing. He's got like the little circle glass. He's got
the curled up mustache. He's like looking for a Starbucks to write his screenplay.
And he's like, never have I ever. Kind of a guy.
I mean, he was kind of equally ridiculous in the book too.
I'm sure he was, because it was definitely, I'm sure, written in that period where that was just what you did.
Yep.
And he comes in there like, I must buy your dogs. I will find treasure out there in the wild. my over-the-top British is mixing with my Christopher Walken for a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Just,
and then he goes like, "Oh, mush you darn dogs! Why don't you do the thing I tell you to do?"
He's not moving because they're lazy, and not because we have like 600 pounds of shit on our sled.
No, honey, get down. Which is also like played by Amy Pascal, which is kind of weird to see her in this.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like, Amy Pond, what are you doing here?
I thought she looked familiar.
Yeah, that was totally Amy Pond.
Okay.
Or I think her name's Amy Pascal. Am I getting that right?
I have no idea.
All right, Gamora. Or not Gamora. Nebula.
No, that was Nebula. Yeah.
Yeah, Nebula. She was Nebula. Anyway, so yeah, Legion and Nebula decide to take.
Yeah.
They're these fucking snow dogs, and they're just miserable, and they have no idea where they're going, and then everyone's
they're like working the dogs to death.
And Harrison Ford like tries to step in, tries to stop him, and then that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And then I guess Harrison Ford catches up with them like in a day.
I mean, yeah, and he's just like, you better not go around that river.
And I was like, it's gonna break on you. And he's like, fuck you, old man. And then he goes off.
Twirls his mustache as he gleefully marches his slave dogs to their
and then
death.
everyone just kind of leaves him, and then
Yeah.
and then he just disappears for a while. And he's like, okay, I guess that's the end of that plot line.
Yeah, just
but
alright.
no, it's not. It's not the end of that plot line because he comes back and decides, Harrison Ford, you are my enemy now.
It's your fault I did not listen to your advice.
And by the way, if what I'm doing with my hand here, imagine like he's smoking a pipe the entire time.
Yeah, and just like
So that's what this
I
is.
like to picture him twirling his mustache.
Or either
and be all like, good.
And then he goes into like the bar and he goes like, the dogs ran off and now I'm going to attack you because I blame you personally. And then he does that thing, the dog intervenes and he goes, put that dog down now. And then he's saved by the stereotypical Native American who goes, no guns in my bar, and kicks him out.
Like, like he doesn't like all he does is he's all like, I want to hear the facts, and the guy's all like, he sucker punched me, and he's like, okay, what's that on your belt? And he pulls out a gun, and then he doesn't say a word. They just throw him out because he has a gun in his belt. So it's like, yep. I mean, no guns is a good rule to have in a bar.
Yeah, that sounds like a pretty safe play as far as I'm concerned. So I'm like, all right, I'm down with that.
Yeah, that's a reasonable rule to have.
Yeah.
There's only one amendment here in the Yukon. There's only one amendment in the Yukon. No guns in the bar.
Yeah, so, and then you think, like, okay, maybe it's done now. Maybe this dumb character gets put to rest. But it's not! Nope. He comes back because he decides,
a different gun.
Like, fuck you, Harrison Ford, I'm not done with you yet. I know where you live, and I'm going to break into you after you've already left to go on your, like, what was that thing they called it in the Lost? The safari walk thing.
They just kind of go on a canoe trip together. They pass through some
walkabout, I think it was called. Yeah, like a walkabout.
Walkabout. Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, you're off the, like, my map is bigger than yours. So when you consider off the map, this isn't covered by a big enough map. So I know where you're going.
This area is mapped. What a twist.
Now, I'm not going to show for the last 10 minutes of the movie. And then he does, and then, like, at the very end, when they get to, like, the cabin, which they kind of find by accident.
Yeah. And then they just kind of, like, share a bunch of, like, nice moments together. Where...
And then, like, Buck gets involved in a wolf pack, and he finds his place there. Harrison Ford has to accept that.
Yeah, Harrison pants for gold, finds a bunch of gold, and then he, like, just kind of tosses some of it back, and he's just like, this is enough.
Yeah, I took only what I need. Yeah.
Yep, that's all I need.
But apparently, since I need a more dramatic finish, which just screams studio note.
Yeah.
It's like an evil Englishman comes back.
Yes.
I found you, Harrison Ford. I somehow made it all this way, despite not having any, like
survival skills or ability to track or anything.
Like tents or compasses
or
or
any
travel
resources of any kind, because financially I'm ruined. I just came up here with a gun and a dream.
Hate. You are not Leonardo DiCaprio, sir. That does not fly here. Oh my God! What if this is connected to the rabbit?
God!
Well,
like the
Ravager?
bear in this movie is the same. Revenant. I think.
Revenant, yeah.
Yeah, the bear in this movie is the same bear from the Revenant.
It is like, dude, he totally fucked the guy from Legion.
We were kind of hoping that he would get eaten by the bear, and I'm kind of upset he didn't.
Yeah, that's okay because Buck had his metaphor moment. of dealing with the club after being beaten within the beginning of the movie.
I like how he literally pulls the gun away from the guy, and the guy's like, okay, well, the gun didn't work, so this stick I'm carrying will. And
I mean, to be fair, if you're gonna fight a giant ass dog, you're gonna use whatever you got on hand.
True. But, like, I don't know. I'm not sure about the club being like this. Well, I mean, here's the thing. It was only like a thing in like the beginning of the movie, and then they just kind of ignore it for the rest of the time. In total, Buck has only been hit with a club once, and then it's just kind of dropped for the rest of the time. Like, occasionally he'll look at a club, and he'll be like, oh, shit. And
I mean, I'm gonna defend that a little bit, though, because, like, yeah, that's technically true, but I only need to run into a tree once on a bike to know to slow down around trees.
also true. Okay.
Yeah. So, just as an easy example.
Yeah.
You know, once in a while, a dog's like, okay, that hurt. I'm not going to do that again.
All right.
Like, my young dog when I was a kid got stunned by a bee, terrified of anything that buzzed from that point forward.
All right. I'll take that.
Yeah, so I will defend that point.
All right.
But yeah, it's like
still wanted the bear to eat him.
Yeah, I know. I'm there too. But of course, that was just there so Harrison Ford can like die and
have a dramatic death.
Have a
I don't
moment.
remember if Jim Thornton dies in the book or not.
He didn't need to. I think it's
I don't think he needed to die.
Like,
I think they just wanted him to die just to kind of get those drama points and just like, for instant drama, just add death.
Yeah.
That was like one of my acting and film courses where they let us write our own scripts, and just like everybody's script had death in it, and I'm just like, all right, I'm getting really fucking sick of death.
Well, what did you write?
I wrote a short about a director of a one-man show who's trying to find an actor to be in the one-man show.
Meta.
Yeah, it was. I mean, if you think the meta stops there, the title of the movie is Working Title, and the play he wrote is also called Working Title, and that's one of the jokes, because people are all like, is it gonna get a title when you're done writing it? He's just like, no, Working Title is the title of the play.
Is it deliberately pretentious? Or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, that sounded like really backhanded.
No, it was, I wrote it like that on purpose. This is like the director who's like, I have a vision, and I'm looking for this right kind of actor, and I'm only surrounded by douchebags.
Have you ever worked with an actor or Hollywood or like even thick community theater, you've run into at least one director like this?
Yes, I have.
So have I. I remember
it was coming
him
from a place of truth.
Yeah, I could have given you some stories to add on to that too.
Oh, yeah. Never-ending ones?
yeah.
Inside jokes.
Yeah,
all right.
yeah, that guy. I'm amazed I still let him do theater. Anyway.
We all know that director.
Not here to shit talk past directors.
I am. Let me tell you about a man named Butler. Buddy Butler. Never mind.
What's his name actually? Buddy Butler?
Yes, that is his actual name.
Huh.
Yeah. And just
probably why he overcompensated. He was named Buddy Butler.
You're
nobody's buddy. You're my buddy, friend.
He's terrible. Anyhow.
I don't want to say any names because I don't want anyone to like look him up. Yeah, like those are all my two biggest flaws in the movie, though.
Yeah.
Outside of the rest, like I thought it was perfectly fine.
Yeah,
like, I enjoyed it.
I had fun. Yeah.
I had a good time with it. Like, it's something I can see watching my dad and having a good time with. If my relationship with my dad was what it is.
Yep.
Back in better days.
Back in the olden times.
Yeah.
When nature was young and there was the call of the wild.
Oh, now that I'm just checking now. Also, thank you guys for getting us to 1,700 subscribers.
Oh, fuck!
Yeah, we broke that while we were watching the movie. So, thank you guys so much.
Yes.
And, like, I think that's all I really have to say about this. Is anything else you could think of to add to Call of the Wild?
I mean, it was a fun time. The villains are dumb as shit, but, like, it's a fun movie,
Yeah.
You get the dog is unsettling at first, but like it grows on you as it goes along.
Yeah, and once you get past that, like how much you like this movie is really going to depend on how much you can get past CGI dog.
Yeah. I think that's another thing.
If you watch and you just can't fucking stand it, it's too distracting. Like that is totally fair.
That's your your business.
That is totally valid, and like that's fine. Yeah, like I'm not gonna like say you're stupid or anything like that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't anyway.
Yeah. I feel like it's a good buddy movie. Like, you watch with a friend and you fuck around.
Yeah. So like I had a good time with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all we have to add on to this movie.
Yeah, I'm good.
So,
I am satisfied.
I am as well. Said Jim Cummings.
Can you do a Pooh Bear impression? It's just like
My poo's not very good.
you don't have good poo, Michael.
I'm taking fiber pills.
Oh my god. We're almost 30. And I love it.
Wait, how old are you again?
I'm 25 going on 26.
Bitch, you aren't close to 30.
Yeah, it's gonna fly, man. It'll fly. It'll sneak up on me, and I'm just gonna say, "Ah, fuck."
It's like, start taking care of your body now, is all I'm saying.
Fuck.
25 is where everything started, like, just went downhill very quickly.
Yeah, trailers.
Yeah, we can go with trailers real quick.
All right.
For sure. We got the trailer for Minions 2,
I'm sick of that thing.
which also means I can't wait to see that trailer 5,000 times. Because it's illumination, and I'm good. Peter Rabbit 2 also can go fuck itself.
I'm sick that day, yeah.
You haven't seen a bad movie in a really long time,
I
man.
mean, I saw Cats.
I mean, you not for a review, though.
Yeah.
You chose to go see that on your own time.
I thought we could Skype that review. I didn't know you already filmed it. I was like, Michael, I just saw Cats. You want to review it? And he's just like, you're like, I already reviewed Cats.
Yeah, that was an impulse decision. That was her move cornering me in the middle of the night. And said, and like in all caps, "Oh my God, Cats is out tonight. We have to go." And I'm like, what time is it? It's really late out. Like, we have to.
Oh my God.
I was like, let's do it. It's like, fine. And it was kind of worth it.
Yeah, it was. Cats was an experience.
It was.
That's all I'm gonna say.
It was an experience opening night.
Were there people dressed up?
There were people there for Star Wars. And we were there for Cats.
Oh God.
And we watched the review. It's just the two of us just losing our minds.
I saw the review. I watched that review.
Yeah, it's still my favorite intros I've ever done.
I loved the intro you did where you were. I know that you intended to film your reaction for the movie ending finally, and then it went into the next thing because that was the same reaction I had at that part of the movie.
No, that wasn't planned at all. I was actually like legitimately spur of the moment. Like Muha was just like kind of just taking pictures and like videos, like not with like camera facing outward, so like screen wasn't distracting anybody.
Yeah.
Just to, like kind of gauge her reaction, like this is something special, and just clickety. So that clip was just when he took in the end. It was not planned even remotely.
I know it wasn't.
That was a legitimate reaction.
That was the same reaction I had, where it's just like, all right, the movie's over.
No.
No, what the fuck? No. This movie's got 6 endings.
Yeah, and then that was, well, you have to know a cat is not a dog.
Yeah, you gotta let no, you see, here's the thing, cats stand up on 2 feet and have weird CGI, and dogs are on 4 feet and have weird CGI. That's the difference.
I mean, at
least you get to the dog CGI, get used to the dog CGI, though.
No, that you never get used to that. And just you guys gotta remember, like, that was...
God, stop! Haven't they suffered enough?
It's amazing.
What have you done?
It's gonna be the new Rocky Horror Picture Show. I'm calling it right now. There's already fan screenings.
There's a cult following for Cats. I mean, there always was a cult following for Cats.
It's gonna be the new Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's gonna have fan screenings. There's gonna be weird ass events and cat ears and maybe orgies that happen during it.
You're thinking of FurCon, but
okay, all right. Try not to judge. So yeah, how did we get on this topic?
We were talking about Minions. We were talking about Peter Rabbit. Some shit.
Shows how much I care about Peter Rabbit. We're Peter Rabbit.
Yeah, we were on Peter Rabbit too.
I think Onward is the next one. I think doesn't it come out today?
I don't know, but I'm very excited for it actually.
I've heard good things. It's not the Pixar's best work, but still Pixar.
Yeah, so. I'm just excited because it looks like a fantasy done in a modern time story, but it looks like it's done right.
I hope so.
There's actual thought put into the world building, unlike certain other Netflix films that will not be named. Yeah.
Wait, to which are you referring?
Fucking Bright.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I never saw it. I chose not to watch it.
Good. That's a good call, because it's fucking shit.
There's gonna be a day I'm probably gonna do a Netflix show at some point. I'm gonna have to watch it. But today's not that day.
Well,
And then we got SpongeBob 3, which I don't know, I'm kind of looking forward to it.
you know, it's SpongeBob.
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm like,
you're gonna see some trippy shit. But
I mean,
you know
the last two
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob movies has been such a delight in bad shit that I have deeply enjoyed.
Okay.
And I have fond memories of.
Nice.
We actually did that was a review we have on this channel, was the last one we did. So you go way back when we looked way different.
Oh my god.
And when Grant had like short hair.
Jesus.
That was the case. I think I went there as a joke. I went there in the Batman costume.
Oh, yeah.
Because I just
To
got
see
off of
SpongeBob
work
as
to go to
Batman.
SpongeBob as Batman. And I walked to the ticket counter, and this is before like everything online.
Yeah.
And the woman just like, I'm in the full bat regalia. And I'm watching this woman go, oh my god, he's coming to me.
Was it like this is a gift? Oh my god, he's coming to me, or oh my god, he's coming to me, and I'm not ready to handle this.
That's just the latter. Like she didn't
Okay.
know what to do, and I said, "Hi, one for SpongeBob," like in my most Batman voice. And this is also the weekend 50 Shades of Grey 2 came out.
Oh my god.
So I'm walking down, full Batman costume, down to my theater. There's this long line of people like waiting to see 50 Shades of Grey. And at the end of the hall, there's these two teenage girls. One has a Batgirl T-shirt, one has a Robin T-shirt. And I saw my chance, and I walked. So everybody like, Batgirl, Robin, what are you doing here? Get back to Gotham. And then I told
I can't believe you didn't film this.
I know, and I told Grant I was going to do this. He apparently did not believe me. Because then I started walking up the hall, and then Grant sees me, and he starts going, oh my god.
He's Batman.
And then we sat down, we watched SpongeBob.
Please tell me the cowl was on the whole movie.
No, it's too uncomfortable. Like the sweat pools in your ears. It's gross.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then we got so that's SpongeBob 3. Then we got In the Heights.
Yep, I am so I don't think there has ever been I've seen that trailer like several times, but I still tear up every time I see it. So I'm personally very excited to see In the Heights.
All right, I don't get that much out of it personally, but that's just me because I'm not as much a musical person anymore.
Yeah, that's fine. I was in the Heights one time.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I had an ensemble role and it was with children's musical theater. I want to say 5 years ago. It was a while back because I think they just started doing it again. And but yeah, I was in it once, and it's a wonderful, amazing show. It's what made Lin-Manuel Miranda famous before Hamilton.
Okay.
That was like his big Broadway break was In the Heights, and then Hamilton. So.
Okay. All right. You know way more shit than I do, so
Yes,
I'm
I
just
do.
going to revert.
On theater stuff. But
Yeah. And then we got Wendy,
that was weird. What the fuck? Oh, Wendy.
like the not Peter Pan one.
Well, I mean, it's Peter Pan.
Yeah.
What do you mean
either
not
way.
Peter Pan?
I mean, like, it's not technically
not...
about Peter Pan, it's about Wendy instead, from her perspective and all that. Isn't that what that is?
Oh, I mean, I thought it... Wait, was that a girl? That was like the set... Maybe I'm stupid.
Yeah, we gotta rewatch the trailer later. I'm sure we'll see it again.
Yeah, okay. I thought that was a dude.
As long as it's more
I was actually kind of confused why it was called Wendy, because it's like these are all boys. Or I don't know. Maybe I'm just like maybe I didn't notice.
Maybe I don't know. Maybe I just wasn't paying much attention.
Yeah, that's fair.
At least it's more, as long as it's more cohesive than Pan.
Yeah. I'll take that.
Because like someone put up a clip on Twitter where did you ever see Pan?
Was that the one where
Hugh Jackman played Blackbeard?
Oh God.
Yeah, that one.
I did not see that.
That one's also kind of bad shit, but not in the fun way.
Oh man.
There's a part they feel like in context, without context, they put a clip on there where it has this Peter Pan entering the world of Neverland. And it's all these minor kids, they're kids, but they're mining. Because Blackbeard decides all the children should mine for shit. And then they're all singing, Here We Are Now.
Piracy is a young man's game. Now, child labor, that's where the money is.
And then it has all the kids are saying, "Here we are now, entertain us."
What, from fucking... What was that band? Nirvana?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah. And then it ends with like Hugh Jackman like doing like a double leap on 2 rails and saying singing the song with the kids and all that stuff. Like that's like it's supposed to be intimidating. I think.
Was Pan a jukebox musical?
It was for like exactly 2 scenes. And then someone watched it and said like,
what the fuck?
and there was like someone put up there like this movie existed, and I think I respond back as like, yeah, even in context it still makes no sense.
I cannot wrap my head around that.
It's bizarre.
Okay.
And then there was one more trailer. I just had to step out for a second though.
Yeah, that was the last one. It was
You know the name of it? It's like the British like.
David Copperfield.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
It looked funny.
It looked very vibrant.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of color to it, a lot of very positive looking energy about it, and it looked like fun.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that was the last trailer. So
Yep.
any final thoughts for Call of the Wild?
Sorry. I was trying throughout the whole movie. I was trying to find an ample opportunity to make a Zool joke, but it never came to me. I was trying to find it, but I couldn't.
You didn't get the call.
I didn't get the call to
You
make
didn't
it.
get a call to Zool. Good night, everybody.
Good night.